Sakshi and I welcome you all to my edtech platform, Way to Learn. And we are going to solve problems from mathematical physics. And under mathematical physics, it's differential equations and it's part 3. So in my last two videos, we had solved differential equations of homogeneous and non-homogeneous equations of first order and second order differential equation. So in this part, we are going to see two more important topics from differential equations which might be asked in your exams. They haven't been asked yet, but these questions are going to be very much, these topics are going to be very much useful for you because they can be asking problems from these topics this time. So let us see. The first topic is the Wronskian of the differential equation. So now after solving a differential equation, we get our CF, right? Complementary function on, and this is for homogeneous differential equation. So we'll have only one solution which is complementary function, and our solution will be some two terms, a plus b term, right? That a term will be your y1 of x and b term will be your y2 of x, and these are the two solutions of homogeneous differential equations. So then how do you write the Wronskian of the differential equation then? The Wronskian of the differential equation is then given as y1 of x, y2 of x, y prime of x and y2 prime of x. We are going to take the determinant of this solution. So just keep in mind, you are having a homogeneous differential equation and you have been asked to find if the solutions are linearly dependent or linearly independent. So how do you find that? Use the Wronskian. So here the Wronskian helps you, you'll get the solution of that particular differential equation and you're going to find the Wronskian over here by using the determinant of your solutions. So next, how do we find if it's linearly dependent or linearly independent? So if your Wronskian is a 0, then the solutions are linearly dependent solutions, and if your Wronskian is not equal to 0, then y1 of x and y2 of x are linearly independent solutions. So, and also we can relate like different values of x of Wronskian by this formula. It can help you in any problem when asked for find the value for particular this x, and when x is equal to 2, what will be the Wronskian, whatever it is. Okay, so you can use this formula to find the value for various x. So this is about the Wronskian. So this is going to help you, and this is only for homogeneous second order differential equation. So keep in your mind, this is not for non-homogeneous. Your RSS should be equal to 0 for a homogeneous differential equation of second order. So let us see the Cauchy-Euler differential equation of second order, and this is for a non-homogeneous differential equation where your right hand side will not be equal to 0. So here you can see our right hand side is equal to some q of x, function of x. And if you just see the equation of this differential equation, so you have a to x square d square y by dx square. So just remember, only of this form of equation is called as Cauchy-Euler differential equation. That is, you'll have some constant multiplied by x square d square y by dx square. So along with d square y by dx square, you'll have a x square term, and along with x dy by dx, you'll have an x term. Similarly, if your equation has x cube d square y by dx cube, there is d cube y by dy cube, then your coefficient will have x cube term in that. So you'll have to remember the form of your Cauchy-Euler differential equation. Now, if you have this kind of equation, how do you solve this problem? Just substitute x is equal to e power z. So this substitution will be mostly for your RHS. And then step 2 is to substitute x dy by dx by dy and x square dy by dy d square y by dx square as d into d minus 1 into y, and x cube d cube y by dx cube as d into d minus 1 into d minus 2 into y. Remember, here d is equal to d by dz because we are going to convert everything in terms of z here, right? So you have to just substitute all these in your given equation, and then you will get a non-homogeneous second order differential equation. So you can solve using that. So let us see an example for Cauchy-Euler's equation of order 2. So here you have x square d square y by dx square, and you have x dy by dx and 4y, which is equal to some x power 4. Now first step is substitute x is equal to e power z, and then x dy by dx by dy, and x square d square y by dx square by d square minus d into y. So after substituting all these in the equation, I get the following first term. And simplification gives me d square minus 3d minus 4 into y equal to e power 4z. So this is a non-homogeneous differential equation, right? So first step, the solution will have CF plus PI complementary function plus particular integral. If you have no idea about CF and PI, please look into my last video, which was on second order differential equation and how to solve them. So it will have everything about CF plus PI and what are the types of solutions, everything. So you can just go see that. Okay, so for this non-homogeneous differential equation, we have to find the CF and PI, and the first step will be to write the auxiliary equation. So this is my auxiliary equation, and my roots are m is equal to 4 and m is equal to minus 1. So my CF will be a e power 4z plus b e power minus z. And next is to find the particular integral. So here r of x, that is my RHS, will be e power 4z. So for exponent term, my particular integral will be as such. My f of d is d square minus 3d minus 4 and e power 4z. So I have to substitute d instead of 4, right? So on substituting, I get my denominator to be 0. So I don't need this. So I have to differentiate my denominator. So this is my second form of PI. So which is 1 by 2d minus 3 e power 4z. Again, I have to substitute d instead of 4. Okay, now I have to substitute 4 instead of d. And you get this following PI. So this is your final PI because your denominator does not go to 0 here. So this is your final particular integral. So now you have your solution, which is y is equal to a e power 4z, that is plus b e power minus z, which is the CF of your solution, and z e power 4z by 5 is the PI of your solution. Now all these are in the terms of z, but our question is in the terms of x. So you are going to replace our z by x, where we have substituted z, x is equal to e power z. So and z is by this we can say that z is equal to log x. So on substituting the values of z over here in this solution, we get the final solution a x power 4 plus b by x plus 1 by 5 x power 4 log x. So this is the homework, and this is the Cauchy. Okay, this is the Cauchy-Euler differential equation, and your answer will be this one. You have to just follow all these steps, and you're going to let me know if you're getting this answer or not. So thank you for watching my videos. Like my videos, share my videos, subscribe my channel, and also hit the bell. Only when you hit the bell, you're going to get the notifications of my videos. So see you tomorrow. Ta-da!